Hello you fine and good people tuning into this video. You must be very bored indeed. How are you all doing? This is Mounjaro, otherwise known as Chris, just checking in. Yes, I am still alive, that's the important thing, and it's getting steamy in here, steamy. Well, thank you if you jumped in on my last video where I basically reappeared, like the phoenix. The only time I'll ever be referred to like a phoenix, believe me. Yeah, I gave myself, or gave you, a little bit of an explanation as to what's been going on. So what has been going on? Well, as I said in the last video, I had weighed myself. It was an increase, 100% expected, but I did go into the ins and outs of why that was the case. So not wanting to thrash a dead horse, shouldn't do anything with dead horses, sickos. But this week was the return of my usual. Life had been very up and down, up and down, up and down, and I needed some sort of stability, which thankfully I've had. So what have I done? Well, I had my second jab of Mounjaro. I believe it was asked about what dosage I'm on. I'm on 5 milligrams. And the reason I'm sticking to 5 milligrams is 100% pure financial. Okay, so 7.5, with it only being a part step up, they've caught on to it. They realise that that's naturally where people want to go to, so let's bump up the price by about 50-60 quid, which, yeah, that's what they're right to do. That's what they want. Okay, up to you, but people like me aren't going to pay it. So I'm on 5 milligrams of Mounjaro, have been now for, oh god, what did I do? I started off with 2 months of the 2.5, then I've done X amount of months, what, 8 months or something like that on the 5. It might even been about 6 or 7, because then I had a month of the dreaded Wegovy. Never again, never again. Let me just open the windows because it's getting a bit steamy in here to the point where I can't see cars. There we go. Don't want to cause an accident in front of all you. But no, yes, now back on 5 milligrams, and so it shall be, because I think once my brain had settled into it and I'd gone back to my pre-Wegovy eating routine, which was a little bit hard, especially on the first day, I seem to have settled back into it, which is amazing. It looks like I'm bright red now. I look like a Martian. I've settled back into it. I've settled back into my exercise as well. Still doing exercises or things at the gym that are not affecting my heel, because that is my problem area. So I'm mostly focusing on chest, arms, shoulders, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Yeah, feeling more confident. As returning to Mounjaro was potentially going to happen, I have obviously returned to I can't really go to the toilet again. Not an issue on Wegovy, I'd like to point out. The only good thing about it, but yes, the return of Mounjaro means the return of, so I am having to take a little bit of support to help with that, which is working, to be fair. And so yeah, so it's going okay. I feel lighter, I feel better in myself again. I'm not gonna lie, I hit a really low point during that, really low, and it took an awful lot for me to get out of that, and I'm so pleased for myself that I have. I really have. Really am pleased that I managed to get through it, because I think a lot of people, maybe an older version of me, a younger version of me would have gone, nah, sod this, no, can't do it, I'm a failure, can't do it. I've carried on. ChatGPT has been a great help with that, very supportive, as have obviously family, friends and so on, more so than ChatGPT obviously. But I'm really pleased. I'm feeling like I'm coming out the other side of it. Now, weigh, I mean, it's the middle of the week at the minute, it's Wednesday, so I don't weigh until the Sunday. I am gonna obviously weigh again, and I'm then gonna, I keep saying the word obviously, I'm gonna show you guys how I did compared to last week as well. So for those mathematicians out there, you can then look at my previous videos and see how much I gained and this, that and the other. I'm hoping for a loss. It feels like a loss, but I've felt a lot of things before and not always good, and that includes weight. And so I'm hoping it's going to be a loss. Obviously I'm not going to be anywhere near losing what I've put on. I'll just make that clear. So I've already got that okay in my head, that look, it's going to be a loss. It might not be back to where you were pre-Christmas, but chipping away at the old block. So without further ado, let's actually have a look at the weigh-in. Hopefully it's gone well. Right, week 41, and we're back at it now. So we've had a week of being good, eating right, doing exercise. So naturally, this is going to be a weight gain, isn't it? Well, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, let's go in. Fingers crossed it's something good. Fingers crossed.
2 hours later.
That's the latest. Back to it. Right, so that was my weigh-in. Let's hope it was okay. Fingers crossed and all that. How are you guys getting on with your own journey? Because, you know, at the end of the day, we've all got our own little battles that are going on. Absolutely, you know, 100% true. How did you guys find Christmas period? Was it a struggle for you guys as well? Is January proving to be a bit difficult? I mean, quick weather report, wet. There we go. I didn't even have to look really, and I could have just gone wet, because I know it would be. It's just miserable, but I have noticed, as you can see, it's starting to get lighter in the mornings. Thank God. Thank God. That it's surprising how much that helps, to be honest. So long, obviously, may it continue. And yeah, just carrying on as I am. Anything to report? Not really. Not really. On my travels again this coming week, but not particularly far, so that's a bonus. I do sometimes find the travelling can affect how this progress goes, because obviously I'm a creature of habit. I like my routine. If my head gets into a routine, then I'm happy. When things start throwing me out of that routine, this is where I've always wondered if I'm a little bit autistic, but if things come out of my routine, it kind of throws me off a little bit, because currently the way it goes is 6:45 in the morning, my alarm goes off. I'm then up straight to the sports centre to get in the swimming pool round about 7:10, so quite quick. I usually then swim half an hour so that I'm out usually about 7:40, around that time. Get out, hopefully go to the shower that I always tend to go to the changing room I always go to, and come out, get in, have a cup of tea, spend some time with the other half before starting work. And then as soon as I finish work, about 5:30, I'm then down to the gym, come back, eat, then relax in the evening. That tends to be how I like it. Okay, and if things kind of throw that off, which invariably I've got no choice over, I tend to get a little bit all over the place. I get a little bit twitchy. Anybody who's ever watched South Park, I get a little bit like Tweak. So anyways, thank you for checking in. Fingers crossed everything's gone well for you too. into carrying on ploughing into this new year. It's going to be a successful new year, you know it is, because if not, there's going to be violence. And look after yourselves, see you again soon, and take care. I'm going for a walk. Not in this, I'm not, it's still too muddy, get covered in shit.
Wise Mounjaro, come on in and you can see his goofy face, arthritic knee, still living life like he's 23. But no more chips and no more cheese, his boobs alone are double D's, and he sits down when he pees. Wise Mounjaro, oh wise Mounjaro, losing weight, that's his job, so he can finally see his knob. If only he could stop shoveling food in his gob, spending hours on the bog trying to pass another law. Wise Mounjaro, oh wise Mounjaro, subscribe to him now, it'll mean a lot, so he can finally stop being a blob, so he can finally stop being such a big old hairy blob. Subscribe to him now, it'll mean a lot, so he can finally stop being a blob, so he can finally stop being such a big old hairy